What is going on, everybody? It is me, your boy Perucho. We're back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And today's Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, we're going to be doing the 7th stage, or actually, no, this is the 6th stage of the. Oh my god, I already forgot the freaking what's in the call. I think if I could pull it up here, I definitely cannot pull it up right here real quickly. But, actually, there, Divine Wrath and Mortal Will, like I said, stage 6. Here, I think this Zamasu actually gave me a bit of trouble. I know in my last video I said it was only going to be the Vegeta one, but no. Now that I know this Zamasu fan, now I know how long the video is, I'm like, yeah, I know why. Because this dude kept on regenerating health, and that was kind of like annoying me, and I'm like, dude, oh my god, dude, this is going to take quite a while. Thankfully, we're getting super attacked here in the first slot, because, obviously, this guy, Fusion Zamasu, has 80% damage reduction. I'm pretty sure within his first appearance, actually, if I'm correct. So let's read off his pass skill real quickly before we do anything else. Oh, well, actually, of course, the most important thing of any of my freaking videos is you guys. How are you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing fan-freaking-tastic. But yeah, Fusion Zamasu activates the entrance animation once only, reduces damage received by 20% for 4 turns for the start of turn, plus an additional damage reduction of 20% for the first turn. And then when there's another Realm of Gods category ally on the team at the start of the character's second turn, and then key plus 6 in attack and defense 100%, plus an additional key plus 3 in attack and defense 50% when there are no Realm of Gods category enemies, which, I mean, it's not happening because, you know, the guy that we're fighting against right now, he's in the Realm of Gods category, you know. But yeah, and then high chance of performing a critical hit, and then reduce damage received by 40%, plus an additional defense plus 50% when receiving an attack, and if HP 70% or less when receiving an attack, plus an additional defense plus 50%, and then launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after receiving. I mean, and okay, anyway, continue after receiving an attack, and then plus an additional 20 attack plus 25% with each attack received up to 150%. But yeah, 20% here, 20% here, and then I know he all right here reduce damage received by 40%. Yeah. So first turn, yeah, this guy gets 80% damage, which really helped us out there. Like as you could saw, we took only like 80,000. We took about 50k, 60k, I think around that as our HP. Granted, mine is a rainbow, so I mean, hey, I'll take that more than anything else, right? But yeah, here I was like, dude, am I gonna have to deal with this freaking BS of Zamasu just what's I'm gonna call it? Not just like healing constantly. I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to defeat him, honestly. And I'm like, dude, come on, like hurry the hell up, dude. I'm like here. Oh my god, I'm gonna release a Dokkan short of this where I freaking needed this Chila to freaking dodge for me, and then she did it. Jesus Christ, you know, dodging abilities, dude. It's a risk, but you know what? I love them when it works, right? And then obviously, I think this girl has like a great chance to dodge. Actually, let's read her off real quickly. If I go over here to the Chila. So her super attack greatly raises defense 1 turn, which doesn't really matter to be honest with you, because I think she could still get clapped pretty badly, and because she doesn't fit in any of the categories that Fusion Zamasu is running or is leading, which is Realm of Gods, Roller Chaos, and Fuse Fighter. Obviously, she doesn't fit any of those. So she's getting the key plus 3 at HP attack and defense 150% for being the extreme class. You know, the extreme class. That. And then, okay, but continue on with Chilai. Passive skill, key plus. Oh, wait, actually, greatly raises defense 1 turn, costs 3 damage enemy, and seals that super attack with a high chance of stunning the enemy, which is quite a lot, but we cannot seal or stun this freaking dude, so it doesn't really matter too much here at the end of the day. Piccolo here is about to go freaking crazy, dude. You know, the usual, which we'll read him up in a bit, where I think in this rotation, I think he, like, super 3 times, if I'm correct. Let's see. No, he does not. Darn, I thought he did. But, okay. Anyways, Chile, passive skill, key plus 3, and defense 139%. Foresees enemy super attack within the character's attacking turn, which I feel like sometimes, like, well, this will be maybe probably, I'm not too sure, but there'll be turns where I have her, and I'm like, dude, where's the super attack happening? And then I'm like, I thought you had that automatically. Anyways, randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. Great chance of evading enemies' attack, which I was just saying that, and then plus an additional defense plus 39% within the same turn with each attack evaded, and then including super attack recovers 39% HP at the end of every turn. At the end of the turn, every time the character evaded three attacks, including super attacks in battle, up to 3 times, which is really, really freaking helpful, dude. Even though it's only 39% HP, it's still quite a good chunk. That's literally like a third of our health. And then all allies keep plus 3 in attack and defense with 39% self-excluded. So yeah, we got a little nice support buff there, which you know, is always helpful, better than nothing, right? And then yeah, here we have a full rotation of freaking Fusion Zamasu. Thankfully, the AGL Zamasu is transforming units, so yeah, we don't have to worry about, you know, them having the same names. It's more than perfectly fine because they're gonna link up pretty darn decently well. Look at that, this freaking rainbow. I think this guy's a rainbow. The friend leader is like just freaking dominant. This guy. I wish he did freaking multiple super attacks, but he is not. But oh well, doesn't really matter. Here, of course, the main thing that's important for this Fusion Zamasu here that just transformed is we would definitely want to super attack as many times as we can because of this guy stacking. Mostly the defense part is what's important to me, honestly, in this run. We definitely want to be able to tank these normals because this guy can hit us quite hard. But yeah, here we're perfectly fine. We're I'm curious here how much we're taking. I feel like we're gonna be taking about like 300k or something like that. Honestly, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, dude. Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be around that. What's it called? That damage range. But I think here this infuses Zamasu is being perfectly fine. Thankfully, once you do an ultra super tag, you're guaranteed an additional super tag, so that's freaking amazing. Which I think on both of them, they greatly raise our defense. Yeah, they greatly raise our defense, our attack and defense both together. But let's read off the Piccolo here, which this freaking Piccolo decides to go freaking giant form. I mean, it saves us some time, but I think the Zamasu starts regaining health, even so we're like basically not doing any real damage with this freaking Piccolo. But I mean, we could read off his giant form since it's already here. But Piccolo's giant form. Super attack massively raises attack temporarily and causes destructive damage to enemy, and then passive skill key +3 attacks effective against all types and high chance from a critical hit. So yeah, that's what this guy does. Not really too crazy. Like how much damage you gonna do here? Like a million, I think is what we do. Yeah, 1,000,000.5. That's even with a crit, proc too. But we also got an additional attack, which was just like 700k. It doesn't really matter too much, honestly. But yeah, let's read off the regular Piccolo before he transforms because he's a freaking beast, dude. This guy is, wow, he's quite amazing. I'm so glad I was able to pull like 2 extra dupes of this guy, dude. Like it's so awesome, dude. But yeah, so a super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn and constantly damage to enemy with a high chance to stun the enemy. And then passive skill activates the entrance animation upon entry once only, and a high chance of launching an additional super attack for 1 turn from the start turn, which doesn't really matter anymore since he already had his starting turn already. But key +2 and attack and defense 101% for 5 turns from starter turn, and then key +3 and attack and defense 150%, and then plus an additional attack and defense 20% with each super attack performed up to 100%, and then attacks effective against all types when facing only one enemy, which is really helpful here because we're not type advantage, but I guess we're kind of like type neutral. But yeah, like I said, still pretty darn helpful. Here I was trying to line up keys, but I was trying to line up like the key orbs for the next rotation to be happening. But I think we get one more rotation with this giant form Piccolo, and then we're able to mess around with the keys here. I mean, we're not gonna get super attacks with it, but yeah, I think we're more than fine here. And then here, actually, too, I think I realized that the Zamasu is not like killing anymore. So I'm like, oh my god, finally! So we're actually able to freaking clap him. I was pretty happy about that we didn't have to like worry about this guy just regenerating to infinity, and practically not doing any damage to him whatsoever, and not finishing the fight. Which I mean, I highly doubt Dokkan's ever gonna make a fight where you're never gonna win, right? Which we do here. We got another freaking turn with this giant from Piccolo. But continuing on with the normal Piccolo or Junior, details. So I left off with each super attack perform up to 100% with he gets an attack and defense of 20% with each super attack perform, and then attacks effective against all types when facing only one enemy. Oh, I left out of that part actually. And then medium chance to launch an additional super attack, and then plus an additional attack and defense with 60% when at the same turn after receiving an attack, and then plus an additional attack and defense plus 100%, and all enemies attack and defense minus 30% as the first attack of the turn, which doesn't really matter here. We don't have to put Piccolo in the first slot because this guy's not, his damage is not able to reduce, as you're able to see in this freaking the top part of the thing, where it's like crossed out. So we're going to be mainly putting him in the second and third slot, and then if you do that, you get an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack, and a high chance of launching an additional super attack as a second or third attack in a turn, and then yeah, that's what. And then turns into giant form when conditions are met, and then the conditions are we just have to be below 60% HP or less starting from the 4th turn to start a battle, which yeah, that's that. He also has, I forgot he has that skill. Dude, I was like reading off his details. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot he has the freaking active skill too. Which what are the conditions for that? Can be active when HP is 50% or less, starting from the 4th turn, from the start of battle, or when facing 2 or more enemies. Which I mean, that's why he's one of the goats for freaking this thing, world tournament. And then yeah, we're below 50% HP there now that I checked about it. And yeah, and then I think this Zamasu. Actually, no, this Zamasu not gonna be able to finish him off. Which whatever, doesn't really matter. But and then his active skill massively raises attack temporarily and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Mega colossal damage to all enemies, disabled an action of every enemy once within the turn. And I mean, yeah, it kind of helped us out. I don't know if the first attack in the freaking rotation was gonna be a super attack, but nonetheless, we were able to clear this. I mean, like I said, I did die a few times, but hey, you know what? There's gonna be attempts where we fail, and then some attempts too where we're just gonna succeed in the first try, right? But hey, I love a good challenge. But yeah, that's gonna be me, guys. Hopefully, dude. Also, I think this is the only one too where I used like a support member, and I was like, darn, dude. I feel like I probably could have finished this without what's it called, using a support member without using any support items, but whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I think that's where we got the extra HP from, and then the attack and defense. But yeah, that's gonna be, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out, everyone.